Hi, this is Shirley from Shirley's World. I'm going to go out, check on my chickens, maybe show you a couple of things out there. It's kind of a dreary day, but it's not supposed to be sunny for a few days, so I thought I'd do this video today. Yeah, at least a short one. I wanted to talk about some gardening too that I'm thinking about. So let's go out there. I'm coming out to check on my chickens. The dog's in here, and when the dog's in here, she's always trying to smell at the coop and smell around the egg boxes. And I'm not sure if the chickens are inside or outside, but let's go see. I'm putting on my gardening gloves because I'm going to go over to my raised beds and see how hard it is to pull out some weeds. It's been raining and the ground should be wet. You'll see what the chickens are doing. They're out. There's little Miss Marple, and the other ones are in the pen. If I can get over here. So I've opened the door and they are going out into their little run out there. Nothing green out there for them, but I'm sure there is bugs and things in the dried leaves over there, and I put out some scratch for them and some grubs. I got some, instead of mealworms this time, I bought some black fly larvae, which are grubs, and they really like them. They have more protein, so their run is nice and dry. I'm going to show you the wider rungs in here. The chickens are outside, so in here, I haven't turned this over in the last couple days, but you can see the difference in the width of the roosting poles. These were the ones that I had before. They're like 2x2s, and my son put up the wider 2x4s on the top rungs. That's where they sleep. They always sleep at the highest point. So this pole they just used to hop up to there. So yeah, they were very happy with that. Some of the black things you see on the floor, it's not poop. It's feathers. They still lose feathers now and again. And the window is cracked. Ventilation is probably one of the most important parts of having a coop. Let's look at what temperature it is in here. I don't know if you can see this, but it is 50 degrees in here. And it's still, though, about 90% humidity, but it's been raining, so it doesn't count really. Their food is here, and their water that they can just peck at, that's a warmer water. It warms the water. If the water goes below 40 degrees, it will turn on. So it just never freezes. So water and ventilation most important. And not too much humidity when it's really cold. We're going to look in the nesting boxes. I'm sure I have two fake eggs in here, just to give them the idea as the light gets more and more. It's only 12 hours of daylight yet. There's a porcelain egg in there that's not real. So no real eggs. Once in a while they'll lay an egg, but not this winter. And that's also, I think that's a wooden egg. I'm not sure what these are made out of, but that's not real either. So just checking. What do you think, Penny? What do you think? They're not in here. They're outside. You can go outside. Going outside. So I'm going to go over to my garden area and see how hard it is to pull a weed. As you can see, my garden area has nothing but just weeds from last year. That grew up. I didn't have a garden last year, so of course there's nothing but weeds here. But I just wanted to see how hard it is to pull up a weed. Some of these are very deep rooted, so yeah, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to get in here with a shovel if I want to do anything in this garden. I thought this would be much easier. Some of it's easy, but see, we have, if you can see, there's dandelions already coming up in here because it is covered with a mulch of dried leaves. So even though we had all that snow and cold, of course the dandelions are still surviving. Some of this stuff I can get out, but the rest have to sort of be dug out. Yeah, I'm not sure what all these weeds are. That is going to be quite a job. All right, let's go in the house and talk. Well, let's walk over here first, as long as I'm out. This area here, I may fence in for the chickens back here, even though I don't like them to be where I can't sort of see them. But they do like to come back here. Hey, chicky, chicky, chicky. Chick, 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 chick. So even though it looks like there's nothing out here for them to eat, there are things in the soil that they can peck at and eat. So there is my little flock, 5 little hens. Oh, here's a break in the fence. Not a break, but a limb came down, and they could very easily fly over that. Let me fix this. It probably came down in that wind. I'm very surprised that a chicken hasn't gotten out. I'm gonna stand these poles up better. Well, the ground is soft. lucky I came over here. This is the maze of limbs and things that keeps them sort of protected in here from any hawks. They have a lot of cover to keep them, the hawks from able to get them from the air. This area right here has the pine tree over it. Of course, we have the mess of this winter here. I'm sure we're going to get a lot more snow. But right now we're having a week of warm weather. Week of warm weather for January, but for sure. Oh. Come here, Lacey. Hi, Lacey. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. There, tick, tick, tick. They think they're going to get a treat. Hi, Chick Chick. I like to throw in a lot of dead leaves. I'll rake up some more when I get a chance and throw in more, because they've probably gone through these pretty good already. But underneath there, especially when it's warmer and it rains, the worms come up out of the ground. And that's a big surprise for the chickens. There we have Penny being all frustrated. Also this year, for sure, in the spring, I want to clean up this whole area that looks horrible. I would like to talk a little bit on how I want my YouTube channel to change. Changing by what I offer as videos. I'm still going to do some YouTube reselling videos on this same channel, but I want to expand. Since I'm a little burned out on reselling at the moment, it's a good time to do this. So I'm thinking that I will do some more videos on my chickens, more things that I enjoy doing. Since I got my GoPro camera to work, and I do have a card reader now that makes it so much easier to transfer these videos. Yeah, I thought I would do a lot more chicken videos, things about my coop. Those could be more instructional because I have had chickens for over 5 years, maybe even 6 years. I've had 2 or 3 flocks of chickens. And even before I got little chicks, I read a good year about having them before I even got them. So, yeah, if I don't know the answer to some questions, I sure know where to find them because I have books and books on chicken keeping. So, yes, and in the spring, after winter, I will be trying to start a garden again. Last year I didn't have a garden at all, and that makes me sad. So I think that I will try to at least do my 2 raised beds out there. I've been watching a lot of wonderful videos about gardening and about chicken keeping. The trouble is, I forget I'm 80. If I feel halfway decent during the day, I watch these videos and I think, oh, I can do that, I can do this. And then I go to try to do something and I don't have the strength to do it. So it's very depressing, you know, or the energy. I don't have as much energy. So, yeah, in my head, I feel like I can do it, but in realistic life, being 80 hasn't been the most funnest thing. So I'd like to do those type of videos. Also, I'll do some cooking and baking videos, even though I am definitely not a good cook. I'm not a cook. I'm not a baker. But, you know, in the last 60 years, I must have learned to do something. So I can cook. I'm not starving to death. And I did have a family I cooked for. And I can bake. I would love to try to bake bread. I've never baked it from the very beginning. Like I said, I used a bread maker before, but my bread maker doesn't work very well for some reason in this house. It worked great before we moved here. I think it has something to do with the humidity, or there's something. It just didn't work here as well. But anyway, I would like to bake it the old-fashioned way. I don't know if I'll ever do that or not, but anyway, I'm just rambling. But anyway, those are my ideas that I have about doing some different types of videos. As you see, I did go out today and take some pictures of my chickens. Right now, everything's a mess because it's middle of winter. Everything is sort of dark and dreary and wet, and when it's really pretty and snowy out, it's too cold. So we'll have to wait till spring, or at least till the sun comes out. Then I would like to do a video from inside my chicken coop with my chickens. If it's sunny out, I'll have to close them up in there with me and they won't be happy, but yeah, I'd like to have them sitting in there with me. So I don't know, just some ideas going through my head. So I'm going to put this video on after I edit all this stuff and see what I have. But it'll be something for the middle of the week and something to practice with my GoPro and my card reader. So I will see you. Then the next time will be next Sunday. So be good. See you then. Bye.